Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing Libertalia Winds of Galecrest. And along with that, I just received that today. I pre-ordered it from Stonemaier Games website. And along with that, I got some of the Libertalia metal doubloons. So, looking forward to those as well. Might as well just break into those right away. And it looks like they used a different plastic than they usually use. I think they were going for more disposable plastic and things, so that might be what that is. So I think I've seen some of their other stuff, and it's usually more like the plastic you see here. So let's just get right into these doubloons. So right off the bat, ooh, I always love metal coins in games. And these look really nice. They've got a very unique look to them, and I think it's very clear that those are one values, which is always nice. Sometimes I think coins can kind of try to get a little too fancy, and then it's kind of hard to read what they are. But these are pretty clear, and got a little bit of weight to them. I really like the look of them. And we've got these ones. Those are more like copper looking. These are a little bit more silvery. And it looks like these are threes. I would say these are maybe kind of what I was talking about before. For some reason right away I was kind of thinking it looked a little bit like a five. If you look at it, you kind of know though. You can see that it is a three, but kind of that little bit there looks maybe a little bit like a five. But I think overall they look really nice. They look nice just like the ones did. And then we've got the last set of them, and these are fives. So I think these are a little clearer that they're a five. So hopefully once you know that these are fives, obviously you wouldn't have two different coin types be fives. And you can tell the different sizes, they all get slightly larger as they go up in value. And they all have there's a similar look here, but they all have a slightly different look as well, which is really nice. But yeah, I look forward to using these. I always love metal coins in games, and I figured I could splurge a little bit on this one because Libertalia is a game that I've kind of been excited for ever since he announced that's what they were kind of going for. Sort of like a reprint of the original game. I've never played the original Libertalia, but he also added and changed. It sounds like a decent amount of stuff in the game. Like I said, I've never played the original, so I'm not sure. I've kind of been following along with some of the things as he's gone through them, but I don't know for sure kind of how that compares to the original. But it does sound like this one has a better kind of two-player variant now, which is really nice because that's kind of what our normal play count is two players and then sometimes three. So it's nice that he added that. And I really like the look of this cover. It has a really nice looking world here. It's definitely different, I think, from the original cover that I've seen, but I do like the airship feel and the world that's created here. I think they could definitely use this world in a future game maybe as well to do something else. So, yeah. Then we've got some rule books here. These look actually smaller than some of the recent rule books Stonemeier's done. Usually it seems like their rule books take up almost the whole box size, but these are a little bit smaller, and I think I actually like that in games when they're, obviously it'll be a few more pages, but it's nice to be able to hold in your hand a little better versus you almost have you've almost got a huge board out in front of you if you have kind of one of those full size rule books. But I know Stonemaier Games always, in my opinion, has pretty great rule books and pretty clear, and it's usually getting you into the game really quickly. So, and there's an Automa one as well for solo. Then we've got a couple of cardboard punch board here with some. I think these are used to track your amount of gold throughout the game. Then we've got the midshipman. I think this is what we'll be using for our two-player games. As I said, I did really like the color and I like the world that's built here. But one thing I have noticed from the start is there's I usually like animals in games, but something about these is just a little bit creepy for my taste. I don't know what it is. There's just something about them that is just a little bit creepy. Uh, they definitely look fine, but to me, they're just almost a little scary. So yeah, so then we've got the other. If you didn't get the metal doubloons, it looks like these are what you'll be using. I think these are actually. I think the 3 on here is a little bit clearer than on the coin itself. Then you got your treasure chest, which I believe is where you're going to put those dials on to keep track as the rounds go by. And then you've got some tokens here, I think, to replace spots on the board to kind of change up the game from game to game and kind of mix up what each type of token does, which I always like that variability in games when it's something easy like that where you either put out a card or, in this case, a tile to kind of change up the game from play to play. So we got a few of those, a few of each ones. Yeah, I'm really liking the artwork that's in the game as well. And it's all very clear, the symbols that I've seen so far. Usually Stonemaier is really good about that too. They usually don't overwhelm with too many symbols, but they do tend to use some symbols in their games, and typically after you play them once or twice, the symbols usually make quite a bit of sense. Then we've got the actual board itself here. I believe it's got a front and a back. I think one is more of a friendly side and one is a little more of a cloudy or I was going to say deadly side, but I don't think it's really deadly. It's just maybe a little more vicious, maybe a little take that, a little bit of that in the game. Kind of, I think the original one had a little more take that than kind of some of the things you can do in this one, depending on which of the different things you put out on the board. I think the clear cloud are nicer, kind of, and then the dark cloud are kind of the more evil ones. But yeah, I really like the look of this board. I'm trying to think, a couple of their boards recently, like Red Rising and Pendulum, it's been a little bit of a miss for me. I mean, they're not awful by any means, but they're just kind of, middle of the ground, not like bad, but not inspiring. Whereas this one, definitely, I love the look of the beach, and you've got the different items out on the beach here that you can take throughout the game. Like I said, this world is something that looks just really nice, really awesome. Really gives that warm beach feel. So yeah, I'm hopeful that maybe they'll re-explore this world with another game later on as well. This side, definitely not quite as warm feeling. It's got the thundercloud, so I think this is a little bit more of the vicious side, or maybe closer to kind of the original game. But yeah, I'm excited to try both and kind of see what I prefer. But no, the board looks really awesome. Then we've got a plastic insert. Okay, this one's a little. So it was reminded me a little bit of the Red Rising one, because that one I think was about this, but this one's actually even longer, so it really sticks in place. But then, yeah, it looks like you've got spots for everyone's cards. So I believe each player gets the same set of cards, and you kind of have one person choose a set of cards, and then everyone kind of uses those for that round. Each round you kind of do that same thing. So I'm guessing all these are just the different colors. So it'd probably be the black, red, purple, green, blue, and white. Then it looks like we've got the little things to put together those dials. So we can take these out and give them a look. Okay, I can't remember if that white one is something that just goes in the middle. I don't remember. But yeah, these are nice and chunky. You can easily pick them up. Sometimes I know markers are a little small for me, but these ones look like they're going to be very easy to pick up and move around, which is really nice because yeah, it seems like sometimes they're either too small or too thin, but these will be really easy to pick up. And they're actually pretty light for being so chunky. So I suppose then we'll just go right into these cards. We'll see kind of what some of them look like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something always a little scary about that. Which I suppose, it's a pirate themed game, so I mean, yeah, pirates are scary. So, um, I these animals, I do like that they're all different. That's really awesome. But yeah, to me, they're just there's just something about it that's just a little bit scary. So, um, yeah, look at that peeking out of that. Oh, scary. But no, I really like that they went above and beyond and made a different character type for each one. I'm not sure. I think the original game had that, but I do not. I don't remember. And like I said, I haven't played it, so I'm not really sure. But no, this artwork, it still looks very nice and it looks clean. I think if you do like the look of these animals, this is gonna definitely be something you really like, because I think that they all feel like they fit in the same world. I think that it can sometimes be a little tough. I think to when you're making all these different types of animals or creatures, sometimes it's hard to keep it consistent from creature to creature. But it does look like they all kind of fit into the same world, which is nice. I think these are two of the ones that must be in another set of cards. But yeah, I think it's the same cards, only for the different sets. Got that. And I believe this will be what we use to hold the doubloons. I wonder if it'll hold both the metal and the cardboard. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, it feels like this will stay together pretty well, which is nice. And it comes off pretty nice as well. I think I'd rather have it be a little snug on there than be loose and kind of falling apart. Falling, or having everything fall out of it. Then we got a bag here. Ooh. So yeah, this one definitely feels a lot sturdier and a lot heftier than the one that was in the what was it? Plans Employees expansion for Tapestry, which was a little thinner, but it looks like yeah, this is definitely 10 times better than that one. So this should be able to hold the goods tokens pretty nicely. And I think this must be. Ooh, so we got some player aids here. Maybe I'll open this one up just to see. I'm guessing this one is the Automa solo cards, possibly. If I had to guess. If I can get it open. I always struggle. It's always a struggle to get these open. So yeah, we got some player aids. Okay, so it's just some more of the cards. Ooh. Yeah, black ones. So yeah, I guess I didn't even look. Maybe all of them. Ooh, what do we got here? Yeah, I do not remember. I'm guessing these might be Automa. It looks like I got two different colors there. Yeah, it must be. Interesting. Yeah, so then we got all the different sets of cards, and last but not least, looks like they use this as well. Slightly different decomposable plastic, I believe it is. Oh boy, I'm struggling to get this open. Oh, well, maybe if I even looked at the top, I'd see that I don't have to rip it open. I guess I was just thinking it would have to be ripped open based on the doubloons. But no, oh boy, I really like these. These are like some of the Azul tokens. Ooh, these are nice and chunky. They feel really nice. So yeah, let's see here. We got this red saber. Ooh, got a skull. Got a treasure chest and a map and a barrel and a hook. I really like that they're very distinct symbols as well. And these look a little similar, but not. I mean, I think that you can tell them apart pretty easily. But otherwise, yeah, they all look really nice. I really want to play this right now. But no, and I also like that they're on both sides. That's always nice so you don't have to necessarily flip them over one way or the other if they're upside down. But no, that gets me really excited to play this one. But yeah, that's everything inside Libertalia, Winds of Galecrest. If you've made it this far and you liked the video, definitely give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, I'm glad you watched this far. And also, something to note, we will be doing a Stone Timber in September with a video on some sort of Stonemaier game or content every day of September to celebrate 10 years of Stonemaier games. So definitely, if you want to see that, feel free to subscribe so you'll see that when it comes up. But otherwise, I hope to see you on the next one. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.